How quickly can a championship dream turn into a nightmare when your depth chart starts crumbling before the season even begins? The San Francisco 49ers are living through every championship contender's worst fear right now, watching their carefully constructed roster dissolve into chaos during what should be routine preparation. Jacob Cowing's devastating tendon injury during Wednesday's practice has sent shockwaves through the organization, forcing immediate decisions that reveal just how precarious their position truly is. In response, the 49ers have scrambled to sign veteran wide receiver Quintez Cephus to a one-year deal, but this move raises more questions than it answers about their readiness for another Super Bowl push. When injury strikes at the worst possible moment, training camp is supposed to be about building chemistry, refining schemes, and preparing for the grueling season ahead. Instead, the 49ers find themselves playing medical roulette with their roster, making desperate moves to patch holes that keep appearing faster than they can fill them. Cowing's injury represents more than just the loss of one player. It's another crack in the foundation of a team that entered the offseason with legitimate championship aspirations. The timing couldn't be more brutal. Cowing had emerged as a potential contributor in the 49ers' offensive system, representing the kind of young talent that championship teams rely on for depth and special situations. His injury forces the organization to scramble for replacements just when they should be focusing on maximizing the potential of their existing talent. The decision to sign Cephus, while simultaneously releasing running back Israel Abanikanda, illustrates the difficult choices facing championship organizations when injuries strike. Every roster spot becomes precious real estate, and the 49ers are essentially gambling that Cephus can provide more immediate value than Abanikanda's potential contributions at running back. The Quintez Cephus gamble, veteran experience or desperate reach. Cephus arrives in San Francisco, carrying the kind of resume that tells a story of unfulfilled potential and professional perseverance. At 27 years old, he's bounced between 5 different organizations in just 4 years, most recently spending time on the Los Angeles Rams practice squad. His career statistics: 37 receptions for 568 yards and 4 touchdowns across 22 games. Don't exactly scream impact player, but they do suggest a professional who understands how to survive in the NFL's unforgiving ecosystem. The 5 feet 11 inches, 202-pound receiver originally entered the league as a 5th-round pick by Detroit in 2020, where he showed flashes of the talent that made him productive at Wisconsin. During his college career, Cephus posted impressive numbers with 93 receptions for 1,496 yards and 13 touchdowns, demonstrating the kind of big play ability that NFL teams covet. His 16.1 yards per reception average suggests a player comfortable making contested catches downfield. Exactly the skill set the 49ers need when facing elite secondaries in playoff scenarios. However, his journey through multiple organizations raises legitimate questions about his consistency and ability to master complex offensive systems. The 49ers' scheme under Kyle Shanahan demands precision route running, timing, and football intelligence that not every receiver can master quickly. Signing Cephus represents a calculated risk that his veteran experience can compensate for any system-specific learning curve. The domino effect of championship desperation. This isn't just about replacing Cowing. It's about the 49ers' acknowledgement that their championship window demands immediate solutions rather than long-term development. The recent signing of Equanimous St. Brown, followed immediately by Cephus's addition, reveals an organization in crisis mode, prioritizing experienced bodies over developmental potential. The release of Israel Abanikanda to make room for Cephus represents the kind of tough decision that defines championship organizations. Abanikanda, claimed just last December, showed enough promise to earn a roster spot, but apparently not enough to survive the numbers game created by injury concerns. It's a reminder that NFL rosters are living, breathing entities where yesterday's potential can become today's casualty in an instant. These moves also highlight the 49ers' recognition that their current receiving core lacks the depth necessary for sustained success. When injuries start piling up, championship teams need players who can step in immediately and contribute without extensive learning curves. Cephus's experience across multiple systems suggests he might possess the adaptability necessary to make an immediate impact. The broader championship context, the 49ers' roster moves reflect the unique pressures facing championship contenders in today's NFL. Unlike rebuilding organizations that can afford to prioritize potential overproduction, San Francisco operates under the constant pressure of maximizing their current window. With an aging core, every decision must be evaluated through the lens of immediate championship viability rather than long-term roster construction. The NFC remains brutally competitive, with teams like Philadelphia, Dallas, and Green Bay all making significant improvements during the offseason. Standing still in this environment equals falling behind, and injuries that force reactive roster moves can quickly derail championship aspirations. The 49ers' aggressive approach to addressing their receiver depth demonstrates their understanding of these stakes. Kyle Shanahan's offensive system has historically elevated receivers who might struggle elsewhere, turning journeymen into productive contributors through scheme and play-calling creativity. If Cephus can quickly grasp the system's nuances, his veteran experience could prove invaluable during crucial moments when younger players might struggle with pressure. The championship clock keeps ticking. Every championship organization faces moments when they must choose between stability and necessity, and the 49ers are living through exactly that scenario right now. Cowing's injury forced their hand, but their response reveals an organization unwilling to accept mediocrity when championship opportunities remain available. The reality is that championship windows in the NFL are shorter and more fragile than most fans realize. The 49ers have invested too much in their current core to allow depth concerns at receiver to derail their Super Bowl aspirations. Whether Cephus represents a shrewd addition or a desperate reach will be determined on the field, but the willingness to make aggressive moves demonstrates organizational commitment to maximizing their current opportunity. The coming weeks will reveal whether these roster moves represent smart crisis management or panic-driven decision-making. In a league where championships are often decided by the quality of role players in crucial moments, the 49ers are betting that veteran experience trumps familiarity with their system. The injury bug has already started biting before the season begins, but championship teams are defined by how they respond to adversity rather than how they avoid it. San Francisco's rapid response to Cowing's injury suggests an organization prepared to make difficult decisions in pursuit of their ultimate goal. The season hasn't even started yet, and the 49ers are already being tested in ways that could define their championship pursuit. How they navigate these early challenges may well determine whether they're holding the Lombardi Trophy next February or wondering what might have been. What's your take on the 49ers' aggressive roster moves, smart crisis management, or early signs of panic? Hit that like button and drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is exactly the kind of early season drama that can make or break championship dreams.